and welcome to Star Wars Alliance podcast. In this podcast, I'm joined with my friend Patrick. Want to say hello, who is also a member of Star Wars Alliance.
Hello there, everyone. Today we are reviewing a new episode of Star Wars Rebels.
So this episode is called Stealth Strike. Now, I really loved this episode because this brought me back into watching Rebels, as you were saying before, and I was saying that because the last episode was just boring as hell, to be honest.
Yes, yes, it was a very bad episode. I didn't even really want to watch this one after that one, but thank gosh I did. Thank gosh Dave Filoni and all the team got their horses back up there and whatnot because this was a very good episode. Real
Yeah.
good. Very action packed, very story driven. Does not feel like a
And
filler.
and also too, it explains a couple of new ships or getting you know created during the time when the rebels were just starting to evolve.
Yes, and plus two, the main Star Destroyer ship that we see in this episode is from the EU.
Yeah, so basically it starts off with Ezra and the crew. Well, not all the crew members, some of the crew members stay behind, but it starts off with Ezra, Captain Sato, and the two
Hmm.
rebel soldiers were flying a ship. So they were in hyperspace, and then uh, out of nowhere, they just came across this big ship.
Yes, a new type of Star Destroyer, and this type of ship here has a special type of ship where it pulls other ships out of hyperspace. It's a
Now,
prototype, too.
yeah, it was just like a test subject ship to see if it
Hmm.
actually works. So, they maybe can capture more rebels, maybe, or even Princess Leia in episode 4.
Yes. And I also too love the main commander in this episode. The only thing I didn't like though is of course that's where you're seeing Jabba the Hutt again.
Yeah,
And that's the other thing too, is like through this episode too, they keep calling Jabba, Jabba. Can you just call him Ezra? You know his name already. Why I mean I guess comedic, but I did not laugh every time. I wish it
yeah,
was just
same here.
Ezra.
Yeah, so after when they get pulled out of hyperspace, the gravity beam locks onto their ship, and they get pulled to the ship basically, or the prototype. Do you know what the ship is actually called, or did they mention?
I I don't know what the ship is actually called. I think they mentioned in the episode, but I just forgot.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll just call it the prototype ship for now.
The prototype Star Destroyer.
Yeah. So after when the crew gets captured, basically they just put them into a cell, I believe. Watched
Hmm.
the episode last Wednesday when it was on, and yeah.
Yes, Ezra's put in a different cell. All of the rebel crew are put into other cell. So basically now, our main heroes got the distress call from Sato, and now they're going to try to save Ezra and the
And the crew,
yes.
or yeah, the crew.
But Hera says that Kanan and Rex, not Kanan, yeah, Kanan.
Yeah, Kanan and Rex
Hmm.
has to go to this mission for for themselves, to try and bond a relationship between them.
And so they grab some old stormtrooper armor and a ship to head aboard. Um,
The Imperial gravity ship or Star Destroyer. And what I really loved about this, how Kanan says, "How does the Empire keep on letting us borrow these things?" That's probably one of the funniest lines what Kanan said in this episode.
yes, and yes. So basically now they they're dressed up as stormtroopers now and go and try to rescue General Sato and Ezra.
Mhm.
And there's a nice tension between them, these two, throughout the episode, which I really, really did like a lot.
Same here. The bit what I liked was when Kanan was using the Force, as we see here in this image, and
Yes.
Rex says, "I've seen better." days of using the Force. He is referring to Anakin.
Yeah, and it does refer to that he's still training. And also, too, I really do like how the codes that Rex used in the Republic is still here.
Yeah,
And plus, there's also good stuff showing that, how Rex maybe feels a bit guilty that, he helped made the Empire, basically. He was a part of this.
New
He wanted
Order.
to be a part of the Republic, but not the Empire. And now here's the other thing too. I'm just gonna talk about this now pretty quickly before we move on.
Yep.
Because we're on a good shot here of their stormtrooper armor. I'm really not liking this episode's jokiness about the Empire, like, oh, the armor sucks. Oh, I can't see through the armor. It doesn't protect you at anything. It can't shoot anything. And how you kill like tons of stormtroopers during this episode. It makes the Empire seem very weak and not that powerful. You
Yeah,
know?
because as we saw in the movies, the Emperor were meant to be that alternate, powerful galactic
Yeah.
empire.
I get the jokes and complaints because those are true complaints of the armor. It's not going to protect
Yeah,
you that much. You really can't see out of it too well. Yes, those are real complaints. But the thing is, though, I just wish, you know, they stop saying
doing a
showing
joke. Yeah,
joking a bit. But I mean, the armor thing I didn't okay with. But it's just like they're really showing how weak the Empire is because during this whole episode, it feels like you could easily took out the whole Empire on the ship by themselves.
yeah,
I'm just hoping they make the Empire a little bit more of a threat, a little bit more than just a joke and running theme. But
definitely. Yeah,
yeah, so basically now we continue where Ezra breaks out and what's not, and actually does a very good job. Like I said, for this whole episode.
yeah. It was basically mainly about Ezra, to
Hmm.
learn more about his force powers. What I really liked about this scene, how you know, when we see Ezra breaking out, he sees two more stormtroopers coming, and he set his blaster to stun, I believe.
Yes.
And then Kanan and Rex got stunned, and Ezra was like, "Oh no, 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 no! I saved Day, I saved Commander Sato, etc." But then Chopper played a clip of Ezra
Yes.
shot them, and Kanan was like, "You shot us?"
Yeah, Kenan was more mad about it. Rex was very happy about it, which
Yeah,
shows the different opposites of how they treat the situation. And the thing is, I do like is we do like that Rex feels like Ezra can handle stuff on his own and actually can do stuff on his own. Um, where I forgot his name.
Kanan.
Kanan, where Kanan thinks that Ezra cannot really do stuff on his own yet and whatnot, and
Yeah, he's not too ready.
yeah, so it shows the dynamic difference there too, and I really do like it too that Ezra said, I went on this mission because I didn't want to be with you guys."
Yeah, because he wanted to, break free from all the argument what Rex and Kanan have been having.
Yeah. Now, with the problems of the last episode I had with Ezra being an idiot, this episode, Ezra was not an idiot. He was strong. He was in charge, commanding even Sato, too. I really did like it that Sato was not expecting the much out of this kid, and he showed him wrong. I really did like this episode with Ezra. It showed him to be a strong, powerful Jedi, I think.
Yeah.
So basically, now they had to stop the weapon from
Yeah, the
tractor
tractor
beam,
beam.
basically.
Yeah, so Ezra goes up to the tractor beam location. It's kind of like a reference to Obi-Wan or Ben Kenobi from episode 4 when, he
Yep,
has to shut down the power generator,
yep,
which I really loved how they kind of like reference that. So maybe we'll maybe get more Obi-Wan references. Who knows? Who
yeah.
knows?
And plus, we got a really cool action scene too with the non-gravity with Ezra and
Yeah,
some of
and
the
Chopper.
troopers. Yeah,
And Chopper as well.
that's a real good action scene. I really do like it, and good comedy too. Even
Yeah.
through Chopper was going about let Ezra die there, but
Yeah, it was so funny how like Ezra was saying like, "Don't you dare, Chopper! Don't you dare!"
yes, I kind of question though, why do you still keep him destroyed if he's such an asshole? But oh well.
Oh well, Chopper's
Yeah.
part of the crew, and he's kind of been Chopper's kind of like that droid like R2D2 who is not as funny as R2, but he is more funnier than
Yes.
R2.
Yes. So now basically, they try to escape. They're surrounded a bit. Rex says, "Go! I got this." Shoves Kanan. Door shuts. He gets,
Captured.
stunned. Yeah,
Yeah,
captured.
I thought he was gonna die. Like honestly, I thought he was gonna get killed off.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
one other
yeah,
thing too I like about this
I
episode.
was like, no, don't tell me Rex is gonna get killed. I was like, my face just like fell like to the ground when, or you see the proto droid
hmm
and all that
Because
stuff.
Yeah, because I actually thought that they might actually go with that and actually kill him off in this episode. I'm going, this is way too soon. You can't do that. But no, 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 they didn't, which is good. But I do like it though that
How Kanan came and
mhm.
rescue Rex. I think that was probably the hint, that Rex is his only kind of like friend from the Clone Wars.
Yeah, but still, he has to stick him out a bit.
Yeah,
And, and of course, you get more jokes about the armor and whatnot, which, but basically, though, they try to escape, right? And
yeah.
they get pulled in again from the Star Destroyer. And, as I was saying to Chopper, I thought you'd deactivate their thing, right?
And it was
And
like waiting, like just wait until my plan succeeds.
yes, and it did. It did succeed. Basically, it pulled in everything.
Yeah, apart from the rebel cruise ship, they're nearly dead. I thought they were going to die at that part. I
Yeah,
was like,
but
is this the end? But they managed to escape.
yeah, they managed to escape, and just a beautiful explosion shot here in this episode. This was very well done, very beautiful. I mean,
Yeah,
this,
and plus, dude, looking at HD
yeah,
explosion.
I mean, we've not seen anything like that in the Clone Wars, I feel like. So props for that. I mean, that just looks great. And of course, the commander of the ship escaped out of escape pod, but everyone else, there's lots of death in this episode too with
I
the
know, yeah,
stormtroopers.
with his stormtroopers and maybe that naval commander. Who knows?
Yeah, I
Who
mean,
knows?
Jesus, I was not expecting that much, so I'm
Uh,
pretty happy there.
at least we did have a character death, like from the good side.
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
So basically, now the last shots basically is this Kanan saluting Rex for service, one at the second at old times, and there we go. And after to this episode, I said to myself, the beard needs to go. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
the beard is not looking good anymore. It makes him. I understand that he's supposed to be bigger and fatter, which I do like how they made fun of Rex being fatter. I really do like that. But it's just that I'm seeing lots of this facial movements of Rex in this episode. I'm going, yeah, beard needs to go or needs to be
yeah.
shaved down
It
a
was just
lot
like
more.
how people were saying that Rick Spear needs to go into Walking Dead.
Yeah. But the thing is, like I said, I had no problems with the beard, but now that I keep seeing it more in action, it's like, yeah, the beard needs to either be shaved off completely or needs to be trimmed a lot more because I'm starting to now not like it so much in motion. When it's in freeze and whatnot, or in some shots, it looks good, but I do feel like they need to shave
Get
him
rid
a
of
bit.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, I think the beard's what's falling off the head because if he just feels his head feels way too big for the outfit there. It it just didn't seem right. But it could be because maybe he's fat and the costume didn't fit very well. But I don't think so. So it's like I don't know. But a little bit
yeah,
off with his head and body ratio with the Stormtrooper armor in this episode. Just a little bit off, I noticed. But basically, the real good scene here with them with Canada giving respect to Rex and ends out real good.
yeah. And I kind of like how some Jedi's don't salute to their generals or their clone commanders.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
Kanan did. You know,
Kanan did, yeah.
yeah, this was a courage for him to do that. So
Mm. So anyway, that's basically our review. But now we're
yes,
moving on to our results. So, first of all, Patrick, what would you rate this episode?
I was going to rate it a 9 out of 10, but because of some of the problems I have with it, just a bit, I'll do it 8 out of 10.
For me, I'll give a 8 out of 10 as well because some of the stuff was alright, and sometimes it got a wee bit boring with the jokes. How
Hmm.
they can't see for the helmet.
Especially
No,
the Jabba joke. You know, each time you're trying
yeah,
to make that joke, it
it
just
was it
fell
was, it was,
flat.
it was so cheesy.
Yes. But overall, though, real good episode. I highly enjoyed it, and now I can't wait for the next episode of Rebels. They got me back up the hype again.
Yeah, same here.
And also, too, we're sorry again that our reviews are coming late, and late is just that Rebels have not been the best show lately, but now with this
Yeah.
and whatnot, we're going to hit more up on the wagon and get the reviews out
I'm
sooner
sorry
again.
if we missed like episode 5 and 6. Those episodes were just boring as anything.
Yeah, yeah, we didn't have the strength to do them.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, this is Star Wars Alliance podcast signing off. May the force be with you.